Okay, here we go again. Rehearsal number 90. Contestant number 5, Hazem Al-Alawi. Hazem Al-Alawi, speech titled Din Din, Din Din, Hazem Al-Alawi. Do you have a coin to spare? How about you, Mr. Contest Chair? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, take a moment and think of how easy it is to lose a coin. Happens to me all the time in my car. You hear the sound they make as they find their way to the deepest cracks below your seat. It's okay. I'll pick them up later. I have many more. Besides, I'm a highly paid employee. I shouldn't have to worry about a coin or two. In fact, when I first became rich, I changed everything. I got a brand new car, state of the art mobile, a Rolex. The only thing that I couldn't change was my daughter's favorite toy, Din Din. Now it's very easy to describe Din Din. He is an ugly, beaten up, missing one eye and one ear, always dirty teddy bear. But my daughter Imano loved him to pieces. She, on the other hand, had a beautiful smile, eyes like an angel, and always smelled so nice. Imano and her Dindin were inseparable from each other. She took this ugly thing with her everywhere. And I remember one day, after going to the cinema, little Imano started crying. Dindin, I like Dindin. It's okay, sweetheart. I'll buy you a new one. No, no, I want my Dindin. Have you ever argued with a 2-year-old? I had to trace back our steps to the cinema, find a security guard. Excuse me, Baba, 1 minute. Can you please help us? We think, Baba, she lost her toy somewhere in the cinema. Not in the cinema, in the theater. She lost her toy somewhere in the theater. It's okay, sir. Follow me. Follow me. This friendly looking security guard with a name tag, Ram, accompanied us to a room backstage. And in that room was a box labeled Lost and Found. Ram reached into the box, picked up a bunch of toys, and showed them to Imano. Which one for you? You should have seen the smile explode out of her face. And I took a peek inside that box of Lost and Found. You will not believe the sorts of things that people have lost and never came back for. All sorts of things. Ram looked at me and said, Sir, people no value this one. Maybe one day people no value this one. I was thinking about that while driving back home, and little did I know that my glamorous career is soon coming to an end. Within a few months, I lost my job. Things went from bad to worse in no time. My lavish lifestyle suffered, crumbled, and died. Having a decent meal became a struggle. Have you lost your jobs before? So what do you do when you no longer have an income? My suffering peaked one night when little Imano was crying hysterically. All she wanted was milk. And we did not have any milk left. Neither did we have any money to buy it. I had to go down to my car in the middle of the night, fishing for coins underneath the seats. The same coins that I used to ignore before. And I could not put together enough to buy that baby's milk. I dragged my feet back home, but I could not hold back my tears any longer. Have you ever cried in front of your own children? My little Imano did something unexpected. Baba, she gave me her dindin. You should have seen the smile explode out of my face. Later that night, my bed was a very busy place. There was Imano in the middle, hugging Baba on one side and holding on to that dindin on the other. And no matter how hard I tried, I could not pry open her tiny hand to take away this toy. Friends, in that moment, I realized and remembered what Ram, the security guard, was trying to tell me months ago. Hold on to what you have today, because it might not be there for you tomorrow. No matter how small or insignificant, tangible or intangible, just like a coin, it can easily be lost. Each and every one of us is dropping coins every day. Your health is a coin. Your family is a coin. Your job is a coin. Everything you have, everything you own is a coin. And if you don't hold on tight to these coins, you'll hear that ding ding sound they make as they fall to the deepest cracks of life. It's okay. I'll pick them up later. I have many more. But one day, when everything else around us suffers, crumbles, and dies, those coins, these things are no longer going to be there. How many things have you lost in the theater of life? How much more do we have to lose before we realize that it's time to trace back our steps, go to the room backstage, and look inside that lost and found box of life? Hold on to what you have today, because it might not be there for you tomorrow. Now take a moment and think of how easy it is to lose your own din-din. Do you have a coin to spare? Back to you, Mr. Contest Chair.